Today we're driving this 1967 Chevy Corvair. This is an original red car with black interior. We have tons of documentation on it and a big portfolio that comes with the car. A lot of original paperwork, if I remember right. It's got just over 60,000 miles, and there's some documentation, and the previous owner stated that that is definitely the original miles. As far as the interior goes, is all original, except for we did install new carpet. The driver's side floor pan carpet was on the driver's side was worn through, so we did install brand new carpet in it. Other than that, the original interior is supposedly still all intact. It's got the original GM carburetors on it with the factory tags on both of them. As long as we're at the back, that's where we'll start. As far as our tail lights go, the tail lights all look original. We got a couple little chips out of the plastic on the edge there on that one. But the trim and all that, we've got a couple little dings here as well on this top trim. There's two there and another one, another little scratch there. But very presentable for a driver. The back bumper is in good shape. Car's been repainted and had some body work done to it once, as far as I can tell. If we look up and down the sides, we're going to check this driver's side out first. Very straight body. The paint's got a nice shine. It's all been buffed really well. It's got aftermarket American Racing rims with good rubber on it. Looks like we got a good tire tread. That back balance is in great shape back here. Not beat up at all. Really appears to be a really nice solid car. Like I said, the paint looks great on it. It does have some chips and some little scratches that I'll point out. But the overall appearance of this Corvair is, in my opinion, is really nice. No bubbles or blisters around this quarter panel. Nice shiny paint. Looks like we got two little tiny paint runs down here below the body line, one right down in there. Other than that, the roof looks fantastic. I don't see any issues at all on the roof. There's a little tiny little paint, just a small little crack just in the paint, not in the bodywork that I can see. Very small there. Top of the trunk lid, nice and shiny. I don't see any dings or ripples or hail damage anywhere there either. So very, very straight, nice car so far here. Other than those two little tiny runs down here, there's no bubbles or blisters. The door is excellent. Front edge of the door, lower fender, I don't see any bubbles or blisters anywhere there. Couple little paint chips right here, very small. Other than that, our door gap and our body line lines up really nicely. Chrome on the original door handles in good shape yet. These are the felts are really nice shape, very soft, very nice on the felts. Driver's side mirror chrome looks good. Got a little paint blemish right here, and then something must have chipped on the hood over there on the other side too. I'll point it out. You got three little chips right here, 3 or 4, very tiny. Other than that, lower fender looks good, rocker panel looks good. Come around here to the front bumper. The front bumper is super shiny and nice, but you can see on both sides here it's tweaked up just a little bit here, and just a little bit right there. I don't know if somebody maybe tried to hook on it or something, but it is tweaked just a little bit, but it shines well. Headlight eyebrows and stuff like that, it's all good. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, you're going to see just how solid this thing is under the hood, or what they would call a trunk in a Corvair. It's all looks beautiful, speckled, just very, very nice. Hood gap looks good. As long as we're over here, we got a little scratch right here, small one, and then a paint chip here. I don't know what happened. I'm thinking that probably happened since we had it here. I didn't notice it before. But the paint on the hood's really in good shape. Other than that, both gaps look good. We open up the door jamb. Our corner of the door is fantastic. No body work there in that corner at all. There's your bottom of the door. Rubbers look like they have been replaced since when it was painted. You open up the door jambs and stuff, that all looks really good. Scuff plates are original still. You can see there is some fading and stuff on the seats, but very, very presentable seats, original, front and back. There's a little seam split, and you can see it on the very top there, in the very, very top of the back seat. It's probably about 2 inches long, and it's just on the seam. Other than that, the back seat looks great. Back door panels look fantastic over there. Same thing over here. Very nice door panels, guys. They're like brand new still. It's got seat belts for the front. I really like the 67 body style, that fastback look. It's just fantastic look. You don't see too many of them out on the road. People just don't know what they are when you come up to them. Lower fender looks to be in great shape. I don't see any bubbles or blisters. Got the Monza original emblems. Paint's real nice on the car. Like I said, beautiful driver paint job in my opinion. There's a couple little spots that could probably be wet sanded, buffed down low a little better, but it's got a super nice shine on it. Door looks to be in great shape. Yeah, I thought it was a scratch, but it's not. Still imperfection, just a little piece of dirt on there. Here's our door gap. Really nice gap. Just like here, you can see on this edge of the door, they buffed it, and it just got a little bit of wax still on it yet. It needs to be wiped off. Just a little bit of detail stuff like that it needs. The lower quarter panel is excellent. No bubbles or blisters in the wheel well or in front of the wheel, rockers, doors. Really solid old car, looks like. Here's your passenger side jamb. Really nice shiny paint on the doors. You can tell that when it was painted, the doors were taken off. The corner of the door is perfect. Door panel, passenger side, excellent shape. It's very, very nice. Armrest is even good. You can tell it's original bases too. The base is discolored. Dash pad looks great. No cracks on the dash pad. All the plastic trim and steering wheel and stuff looks really good. There's a little seam split right on the seam right here. Just a little one over here. As can be expected with original seats. Headliner looks really good, guys, but it does have a mouse hole above the visor. Doesn't stink bad, nothing like that, but definitely does have a hole right above the visor here. Door shuts up, lines up great, shuts very nice. As far as our car goes, it has the generator light and temp and oil pressure, all that stuff are little lights over here. It's got the brake light as well, and the brakes, the e-brake works. Horn works and wipers work. 2-speed wipers, they work and park. Radio delete, factory radio delete car. Cigarette lighter. Heater fan works. It's got the 2-speed transmission. So it looks to me like, guys, everything that it came with works. The brakes feel really good. You got a nice full pedal on our brakes. One thing I noticed with the car, I'll just point out to you, the steering box is a little loose. So a lot of times I'll go through here and, you know, a lot of them won't need alignment. We'll see if it needs, see how it feels going down the road, but I just know there's just a little play, like when you move the steering wheel, the steering box seems just a little loose to me. As far as the car going down the road here, 45 mile an hour, really rides nice, runs good. These things weren't known for their speed, but they are a light car, and a guy can really tune those motors up to get a lot of performance out of them. But as far as I can tell, this one's pretty much bone stock. Gas gauge works as well. I think I mentioned that. Speedometer doesn't bounce around. Yeah, here's your brakes, guys. The brakes are in great shape. They feel really nice. Really steers nice too. I mean, it's got a nice easy steering. Shifted in a second. You got 2-speed tranny. Speedometer works good. 55 mile an hour. It goes down the road. What that is, guys, is that's just the got windows down, so that's papers rattling. We're doing 65 mile an hour. Goes straight down the road. Steers really nice. As far as our alignment, it's not all over at all. I wouldn't mess with that. Runs and drives great. No hands on the wheel right there. We're gonna try our brakes now. Hands are back on the wheel. There's no hands on the wheel. Stops nice and straight. Really runs good.